My fake flowers.
But we already started recording. Hi, guys, and welcome to our first.
Why do I have a sock in here?
Where Steph is off camera. This is great. This is,
I didn't know. Wait. Hi. I'm just sorry. I was.
I'm doing. I have roses and you're over here wearing like a fucking. You're talking.
It's the only flower I have at home.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Oh, ready? Come on, we're gonna start. Right on the face.
This
Right
is
on
a
the face.
big
Right on
one.
the face. It's halfway between a massage and a dirty video.
I'm done with that. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Talking Tipsy on video.
Talking Tipsy. Live on video. Well, not live. On video. Our very first video episode. How exciting.
Yes, this is super exciting. I dressed up specifically for this occasion. Some of my nice red dress, red lips, little curls. And I'm guessing you guys can know what this episode's going to be about. Are they?
It's all about love. It's our special Valentine's episode.
Valentine's.
Love is in the air.
Love is all the way we look.
But we're still drinking because we're a mess.
It's for something
now you guys can actually see us drinking. By the way, we've been drinking now for at least the last 20 minutes. So we're pretty lubed up at this point.
Lubed up. Nice and loose. And
nice and loose. Steph dressed up for the occasion. I dressed down because if this is on YouTube, I want the views. So hi ladies.
Oh,
hey,
show that test. Show that test. Ooh, look at that line.
Hey. let me put the rose in between.
It's like you're making it clap, but on your chest. Oh god.
Oh, this is another video. Never mind. That's for our OnlyFans when we finally open.
This is supposed to be a PG video. It's supposed to be about love. It's supposed to be about I love languages. Not that, are they?
What?
Hold the moans. Let's be romantic.
Oh no, I was smelling the rose, my fake rose. How dare you?
I was like, hold the moans.
Yes,
but like, let's be romantic and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't always put it in my butt. Like, let's talk about it.
Let's hold hand and cuddle first.
Let's hold hands and cuddle first. God.
Before I shove it in, let me hold your.
Isn't that what Valentine's is really about? Honestly, like you take them out on dates, but you expect the good stuff.
Well, okay. Do we have to go back to our gay? We're gonna have to do another gay episode because you still always wonder about what happens, who pays, who puts it in first, who does this.
Well, no, I think I have a clear indication as to like what kind of happens. I mean, it may not be as transactional as straight people, but it's still been sort of transactional.
It's very much transactional. It's much more.
Yeah.
But that's not what today is about.
It's not
Before we get into gay shit again, like they're gonna be like, "Oh, are they talking about gay stuff again?"
Another gay episode?
No, we are not. This is all about love languages. Which we were doing the test. So there's an online test. If you Google it, I'm sure you can find it.
I'm sure you guys have heard of him. It's basically the guy's name is Gary Chapman, and he's a pretty well known and like he's the author of the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus.
Wait, really?
And yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow, you didn't do your research.
I was gonna say, but you're doing all the research today. You better work. I'm just the eye candy today.
I heard about it, but he's really interesting because he like obviously talks about the way men and women communicate and how it can differ. And so I believe he created this book called Love Languages also. And the way we love each other can also differ, not just the words that we do, but like our actions can mean different things. Or what I value as meaningful is different than what you value as meaningful, you know? They created in 5 different sectors, and I'll go ahead and read it off. So the first one is receiving gifts. Okay. Words of affirmation.
Is that the first one or is that your first one?
No, I'm just reading them off. Like, what are the 5? This isn't mine yet. Okay, so we have receiving gifts. We have words of affirmation. So that means like, you're doing a great job. I love you. Just confirming your love. You have physical touch. Touchy and affectionate. Quality time. And then the last one is acts of service. So, which is pretty interesting. And then a lot of people go into this test.
I love your interview, your interviewer professional morning TV news, which is pretty interesting.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm in this mode because I had to do a trade show this entire week. And I essentially was live and I was like an influencer. I'm like, hey guys, welcome to our trade show. I'm going to talk to you about eyewear. And so I'm still in that mode. So that's why I may see that.
You're still in the host mode, yes.
I'm still in hosting and maybe I'm a news anchor. Like, this just in. These are our love languages.
And now back to you in the studio.
Back to you. See ya, Jim.
See ya, Jim. So, I love those TikToks where it's the people that do the news and then they're like talking to their spouse in their news voice and the spouse is just like, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah,
that's love.
You have those 5 love languages. Again, which is pretty interesting because now a lot of people like they think before they take the test, like, oh, I know how I am, blah blah blah. And then they're really surprised to see their results. And then you kind of connect it. So Alejandro and I took the test.
Were you surprised by your results?
A little bit, but not really. I wasn't that surprised.
I wasn't surprised. I was like, yeah, this is spot on.
Okay, I'm gonna guess yours, and you can guess mine if you want.
Oh, okay. So my top love language. What would you?
Okay, so we can do like the top 2. Only 5.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. For you, I want to say yours is acts of service.
And
what is that? Service? No. Okay. Anyways,
I'm doing it in the wrong way. Wait.
Yeah, that's service. Okay, so I want to say it's acts of service, and is it the way? It's different because I don't know if it's the way you love or the way people love you. No. Okay, and I'm gonna guess because I haven't seen you in a while. Quality time. So I think those are your 2 highest.
So you are half right. Actually, quality time is like the lowest on mine.
No way.
Yeah. So acts of service was my number 1. So I guess I'll start since you guessed mine.
You could guess mine back. But
yeah, okay. I know. I'm like, well, that's fine. But now I'll start and then you can go. I'll guess yours later. But yes, right. So my first was actually acts of service. That was my top 1. Not surprising. I mean, that's me.
Surprising at all. Yeah. You're very giving.
I'm very giving. I'm very, tending to the people that I love. That's always me. Yeah. So that's not surprising. And then the second one was actually words of affirmation.
Oh, that was my third one I was thinking for you. Like, yeah, I kind of get that one. Mm-hmm. But like, I thought quality time. I thought you would like to really spend time with your individuals.
So actually the third one is physical touch.
Okay, that's interesting.
Physical touch. And then after that, receiving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, the last one was
quality time, really? Well, I guess that is kind of true because not too long ago, I'm just saying, not too long ago, what did you say? Yeah, I love that woman. She sees her man once a week and then she goes on her merry way.
Yes. So that one that you're talking about, Ina Garten, the barefoot Contessa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that are fans, she has her husband that they're in love. They've been married for years and years and years. But then he goes about his business when during the week he's at work. She has her life. She's fucking, having parties with the gays in the neighborhood. She has her little, I'm gonna go visit the lady at the fish shop and do all this bullshit. And then Friday and Saturday, he's home. Okay, baby, let me cook for you. Let me fuck you. Let me do this. And Sunday, okay, bye, babe. And that's it.
I see. I used to think that. I used to be like, oh, I would love that. And then I did my test and I'm like, no.
Also, it's interesting because technically you were living that right now with Carl, with your man.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, say his name. Yes, no, I was doing long distance for quite some time. And then I learned through the long distance, I cannot do long distance. It is not for me at all because let's see if you can guess what's my love languages.
Well, no, I'm gonna guess yours when we come to your segment. This is about me stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. I digress.
This is about me now.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just shut off my video at this point. You know what? Just let's make it about you, shall we? Yeah, let's do that.
You know, well, there it is.
Oh, I'm in the wrong.
You still have your work stuff. You still have your work name.
You better bleep that out.
Oh, come on.
Stop, don't say that. They can't know I'm here.
Oh, okay, sure. Because they couldn't read that. This is a video podcast, my love. They're literally reading.
You better blur it. I'll edit it.
Who's gonna? Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna edit. Oh, okay.
I can edit it. I can do it.
Sure.
I forgot I was still signed in. You see? What do you do? What are you gonna do? They're gonna be like, "What in tarnation's going on here?" Every time we go to our website,
they're getting free advertising on one of the best podcasts.
I guess I'm not charging, so whatever.
One of the best podcasts in 2021. They're getting free advertising. They're great.
Okay, Ja. Next.
All right, so I guess we can break down. So again, my top one was acts of service. So they give you a little when you do the test, and again, we highly recommend you do the test. I think
if you guys want the website, it's gonna be 5 lovelanguages.com, and then
you gave the full website, like they couldn't Google.
They need to know.
You better work. All right.
Listen, I had my mom asking me to send her like the address to IKEA. I'm like, use Google. So you would be surprised. Google's free. My service isn't, okay?
But I get it. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
So the acts of service. So it gives you a little description after each one. So it's right. So here's what they say. Let me put on my newscaster voice.
Okay.
Can helping with homework really be an expression of love? Absolutely. Anything you do.
Stop! No, make it sexy. It's a love episode.
Oh, sexy! I was doing.
So like either be like Boys to Men or like say like you're a hot like phone sex person.
Let me take another shot.
Yeah. I think I need to change my angle of my freaking camera. We're getting the double chin. The shadows are helping me. Hold on, let me play with this light over here.
There you go. I've been playing with my ring light, so yes.
All right, let me know what looks sexier. Okay, so this is like a nice tone warm.
Take off your shirt.
Oh, blue.
that
no, the warm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stick with warm.
Pull out.
Okay, go.
Pull out the hair. Show the titties.
No, you gotta pay for that.
Oh, I can show the girls for views, but you can't show your girls for views.
Listen, nobody sets you for free, okay? Salsa.
Oh, so we're setting it for OnlyFans? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
That's fine.
But they plan on starting soon, yeah. Anyways, go tell us about your love language.
Fine, I'm gonna do it in a sexy. I can't do sexy way.
You can.
Can help it.
This whole episode is me you trying to talk sexy.
I know. All right. All right, don't look at me.
Okay, I'm hiding.
Can helping with homework really be an expression of love? Abso-fucking-lutely. Anything you do to ease the burden of responsibilities weighing on an acts of service person will speak volumes. The words he or she most wants to hear. Let me do that for you. Laziness, broken commitments, and making more work for them tell speakers of this language their feelings don't matter. When others serve you out of love, not obligation, you truly feel valued and loved.
That was low key like either you're reading from like a porno mag or a movie. I'm not really sure.
Or Dracula, one of the.
Or I'll suck your dick.
So I guess speaking for myself, I will say this definitely tracks. It makes total sense to me. I am a huge acts of service person. I'm a doer. That's how I show my affection. That's how I show.
You are a doer.
I'm a doer.
Are a doer.
I'm a doer. You know,
No
in every
wonder.
sense of the word. But yeah, I do enjoy it. I do love it. I think that is I find joy and be like, oh, what can I do? What can I do to make this different or special or whatever. And for even if it's small things like cooking.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
With the bubbles. Usually people don't know this is happening, but it's on video now. Okay, so
us burping behind the scenes.
Okay, my question for you: do you ever get upset if someone doesn't give you those, I guess, words of affirmation? You do those acts of service. Mm-hmm. So, like, do you get upset? Like, are you doing it almost to like for the thrill of the reaction? Because some people do that. Like, they have this like constant need of being like reacted to. So sometimes they'll constantly provide to kind of get that like, you know, reaction from people.
Yes, I think there was a two-parter in your question, and I will agree with both.
Okay, yeah. So do you get upset if someone's like doesn't really react the way you want them to? And yeah,
I don't know if it's react the way I want them to, but it's definitely if they don't show appreciation, definitely. And I mean, you don't have to like, oh yeah, you know, fucking fall down. You brought me a cookie. I mean, it doesn't have to be that, but I do think like you like to see some sort of reaction for your work, for the things that you've done. And I get it. It's dependent on what you're doing. Like, oh, I picked you up a Snickers when I was at Publix. Okay, that doesn't, you know, who gives a shit? Whatever.
Ew.
But you know, if I made you dinner, I did this, I did okay, that's more, I don't know. For me, I'm like, that's more of a big deal. So you would hope that there would be more of a reaction. I will say yes. So sometimes if you don't get that response, it's almost hurtful. It's almost like, well, what did I do? What was the point? Like, what did I go through all that for?
Well, so I mean, the person didn't ask you to do that, so technically you did it because you wanted to.
There is that part because I do enjoy it. But also you hope, because that is the way that I express, I guess the want is for them to be like, for that.
Is it also like maybe considered an approval thing? Like if I give, then they will love me, or they will approve of me.
100%. I love that you're over here psychoanalyzing my.
Well, because someone.
No, but it's valid. It's true.
No, but like I feel like sometimes like the way we love stems from trauma sometimes. And so the way we are traumatized when we are with parents or whatever. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs fighting in the background. They're having Royal Rumble.
Oh, I didn't hear them.
Okay. So, but yeah, the way you experience trauma as you grow is sometimes it will affect the way you love.
Yeah.
And I only say that because my girlfriend read me so hard when I told her what my love language was, and I was like, I was not expecting that. Keep your thoughts to yourself.
You mean the way that you're reading me right now? You're like, but is it because nobody asked you to do that? And it's like, oh, bitch, okay, what the fuck? Nobody asked you to
go home and cross me off your list, like, oh, fuck you.
I know, you're like, nobody asked you. No guy asked you to do. I'm like, oh.
I'm just saying, you'd be upset. Anyways, but no, it's really interesting because it does like translate essentially.
I will say yes, it's probably definitely steeped in like childhood stuff, because I remember like being like, if I was in trouble when I was young, my immediate reaction was like, oh, let me clean, and hopefully that'll make my mom less mad or whatever. Like, it's a clean house, so she can't be as mad.
No, I feel you. Like, let's distract her with something else.
Yeah, so there's definitely some of that. There's definitely yeah, you would hope that something that you do can make that person feel something for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think something that's here that's also important, I will say, when they mention here in the thing that laziness, broken commitments, and making more work for the speaker of this language is showing them that their feelings don't matter. so basically like also returning it as well. Like I like to be like if I'm showing it's hard
Like
because
if you're putting
I
in the
remember
work, you
reading.
expect the work back.
Right, like and I remember reading all about like it's like that's the thing. That might be how you express it, but that might not be how the other person expresses it. That may not be how the person receives it. So it's very interesting. So you're I'm glad you gave out the link because it's very important to sort of understand how deep it is.
Yeah, it's really deep. It'll get you thinking about it. Just like, why am I like this, or why do I express this, or what did I experience that may have reflect on the way I love. And so,
But
and everyone loves
also like
differently.
it showed me I'm like I also do like to get something back because then it's like okay, well then if I'm doing all this, what are you doing? Like, bitch, you just here? Like
Like, what are you here for? I can do
yeah, like
myself.
so it's very that, but so that's active service. That's my
Okay.
first one. And then the second one is for me at least is words of affirmation. Okay. Am I gonna do the voice again?
Kind of, but not as creepy.
Oh
No, do it, do it, do it.
I was gonna do this one more breathy,
Okay.
more post sex.
Sorry for anyone who has like I heard today someone told me that she gets anxiety when she listens to podcasts in her
Well,
ears.
misophonia.
Apparently.
That's it's not probably what she has, but apparently there's something called misophonia where people cannot hear other people eat, and it fucks them up.
Okay, I get that. Like eating
Like
is
no, but
so
like the chewing, hearing someone chew, like drives you fucking insane.
yeah, well with her she says that listening to people like talk radio gives her anxiety. So
Oh,
interesting. So let's feed her anxiety. If she's listening.
let's trigger her. Yeah, let's
Let's
trigger
trigger
her.
her. All right,
So,
go for it.
so my second one was words of affirmation.
Mm.
Actions don't always speak louder than words. Is this your love language? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Ah, if this is your love language, unsolicited compliments mean the world to you. Hearing the words, I love you, are important. Hearing the reasons behind that love sends your spirit skyward. Insults can leave you shattered and not easily forgotten. You thrive on hearing kind and encouraging words that build you up. Uh,
Did you come? Did you come?
not yet, not yet.
Oh my god.
But I will say that's yeah. Like you're pretty. Thank
That's why I
you.
feel like every time my mom's like, "You're so skinny," I'm like, "Oh
Ah,
no, stop,
stop it.
skinny,
Well, unlike
skinny."
no, except for your mom who tells me that apparently I'm too skinny. I'm losing too much weight.
Yeah, she'll try to find a bad with the good no matter what. You know, like,
Yes.
"Oh
So
my god, you look so good and healthy." I'm like, "I'm just calling a bitch fat." Like,
because
"Oh, you look
healthy
so
means something
skinny.
else. Healthy, like
Like you're really skinny." Like, I feel like that wasn't a compliment.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I'll
yeah,
take
that's
it as
so
a
true.
compliment, but also it's like I love it every time I see him. It's like, stop losing weight. You're losing too much weight. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. Like,
Like, what? I'm just a person.
but yes, the words of affirmation. I mean, this tracks. I like to, even if it's not maybe in words of like, what is it? No, what was the other one?
Is it like more appearance for you, or is it like appreciation, or is it
Right.
like
No, no, no.
you
Appreciate.
like encouragement?
I think appreciation, but I think also being open and honest about your feelings is important because I
Like
think
reaffirming their feelings for you?
correct, correct. Because I think a lot of times it's like, Steph, I love you. Like, why do I have to tell you that? I already you
Stop.
know that. Well, yes, I do love you.
Stop.
I adore you. I adore you. I love you. But no, like some people are like that. They can't express that, like, and then like verbalize it is what I mean.
Yeah.
So, like, it's. I understand maybe why that might be difficult for some people, but also it's like like, oh, but you should know. It's like, why would I know? Why can how
Well,
can I know?
that's why that's why this guy, the Gary Chapman, he kind of made the book of the whole communication barrier between men and women, because
Mhm.
that's how, like, a lot of women do need those words of affirmation. Like, they need to be constantly reminded that you love them, and all these things. Whereas men, they're like, well, I told you I love you. Like,
Mhm.
why do I need to tell you all the time, you know?
Mhm.
But for us, we need that sometimes, like, depending on how you do it. But it could be words of affirmation, or, acts of service, or
Right.
gifts. These are the reminders for us on your feelings. So that's why men are just all the time like, I don't get it. She knows I love her. I fucking married her. So
I know
like,
exactly. Exactly. Like I fucking come home every night, bitch. What do you want? Like what the fuck?
like I married the woman. I put a ring on it. She's my babe. She's my babe, the mother of my children. Like,
I'm
what
with
else
you
can I
all the
possibly
time. What more do
do?
you want? Like, bitch, you don't need to be around me all the time for me to know you love.
Yeah. So that's why that the whole communication difference
Mm-hmm.
is still, it's a learning thing. You have to learn about how each other communicates. Oh my gosh,
So yeah.
no,
So
I'm
Steph
fine.
basically, do stuff for me and tell me I'm pretty.
You are pretty.
And on
Like,
that
that's all I
note,
ever wanted.
I am gonna blush. We're gonna get refills, and then when we come back, we're
Yeah.
gonna find out all about Steph's love languages.
Mm, yeah, mine's interesting.
What is she like? What is she turns her on?
You remind me of the guy who's like, put the lotion on his skin or against the hose.
What the fuck is that?
You never watch Silent? You never watch Lambs, Sounds of the Lambs? Oh, you know what? Go to break. Go to break. I don't talk to you anymore. It's done.
Well, I'm glad this is on
Yeah.
video so they can see my face. I'm like,
You never heard? He's like, when the guy tucks in his penis and he's like dancing. He's like, "Will you fuck me? I'd fuck me." He's a psycho killer who like puts lotion. He's like, put the lotion on his skin or gets the hose. Oh my god, just go. I'm done.
and we'll be right back.
This is traumatizing right now.
Where do you go?
Go, go. All right, put me
My
back on.
lonely.
I wanna know. All
We've been
right.
back recording all this singing.
They tell you, but ain't
For
nothing
once, you don't
nobody seen
care.
before.
For once, she doesn't care.
Wait a minute, did you record the burp?
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. Not that you burped,
No, just just
but
just the singing and the lip gloss reapply.
would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. You have to watch Silence of the Lamb.
I have seen it. I just didn't. Okay, so while we were on break, Steph fully broke down for me the whole scene, and I have seen the movie. I just couldn't remember that scene, the whole lotion and the whole thing. For some reason I've either blocked it
Yeah,
out or I
lotion
don't know what, or
announcement.
But yes, I know I did watch the movie like
Or
ages
against
ago.
the hose.
The hose.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's usually foreplay.
So,
That's
let me bring
foreplay
my
for the gays when you say you're gonna get the
flowers back.
hose. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're gonna get the hose.
It's too big.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, you're
That's
nasty.
what he
Back to us being
says.
romantic, okay? We're here to be romantic and not
You know
nasty.
I'm such a
So
romantic.
back to our romance.
Back to
I know you
back to love
are.
languages. So
Back to
it's my turn.
love.
I have to guess Steph's love languages.
Yeah.
So the top two, at least
Whatever.
the top two. So
Okay.
I think the top is words of affirmation. And number 2.
What is it?
Quality time. That's the guess. So
that's the guess.
Words of affirmation and quality time.
Okay, so you're half right.
Oh.
Half right. My main one is actually, which you should have been listening before because I kind of hinted at it and you didn't catch it. Is actually physical touch. That's my main one.
Bitch, every time I try to hug you and touch upon you, you push me away. It's like, stop being gay.
Listen, it's different with between partners versus friendships. This is a partner love. I love my friends differently.
That's because we haven't had sex yet, Steph. You'll feel differently once we have sex.
Jeez, Alejandro. God,
this is my third drink. Leave me alone.
Every time you drink, you get sexual.
Well,
you get what was it like in the birthday thing? Like you should make out. Let's make out. Like how many drinks have you had?
Excuse me. I have been told I have these lips are really great. So you missed out.
Clearly.
Oh. So yeah. So okay.
Wait,
so I was.
Well, sorry. I was gonna go back. I was like, wait. I think we did once in Halloween.
Yeah, but we were both shit faced, and I can't remember, so it doesn't count. It only counts if you remember. Okay. So I was half right.
You were half right because I actually tied 2 for my seconds.
Oh.
As you had quality time, right? That's what you said, or
quality time and words of affirmation.
So I actually tied my second as quality time, and actually acts of service was my tie for number 2.
So your number 1 was physical touch, and then your number 2 and 3 were tied, which was quality time,
acts of service, and quality time. Yeah. So my lowest is receiving gifts, and the 4th one was words of affirmation. So I'll go ahead and read mine.
That makes sense because you don't give a fuck. I could tell you don't give a shit. Like you can no shit, but like you can say anything. Even as I said it, I was like, Steph, she's not mushy like that. Like I'll tell you, like I care so much for you and I love you. And you're like, okay. I've had those moments where I've been drunk and emotional. I'm like, Steph, I love you and I care for you so much. And you're like, Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'll explain a little bit. Let's see if you can figure out my trauma or read me this like I read you.
There we go.
But I'll read the primary. So it says your primary love language is touch. This language isn't all about the bedroom. A person whose primary language is physical touch is not surprisingly very touchy. Hugs, pats on the back, holding hands, and thoughtful touches on the arm, shoulder, or face. They all can be ways to show excitement, concern, care, and love. Physical presence and accessibility are crucial, while neglect or abuse can be unforgivable and destructive. Physical touch fosters a sense of security, belonging in any relationship. So it makes sense. So you see, that does not mean that we're touchy people.
Right.
But it's just like little like touches. Like I'll tell you, like when I'm with my partner, my lover, I guess Carlos, whatever. Even if we're like sitting way across the couch from each other, I still need to have like a finger on him or like my foot or something just needs to be touching. So even in when I sleep, like we don't cuddle or whatever.
but at least a toe.
but like but like his hand is on my back or like touching my sides. And so yeah, so that's my main thing. It's like I don't like being overly like touched, like too smothered, but it's just like to me, God, I don't know. I don't want to say this, but my girlfriend read me like so hard when I told her about it, and she was like, "Could that be stem from your abandonment issues?" So I'm like, "Bitch, maybe, but you have to say that."
Especially the fact that it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be a lot because that makes you uncomfortable, but it does need to be constant. Like you said, like even
right.
Like, you don't want him to cuddle you the whole night, but as long as you feel a piece of him touching you, that's enough. So it's
right.
security. It's technically really it's security. It's like you're there and you're not moving, and I know you're there, and I know I feel you there. But also it's like, don't be too much up on me because I'm not used to that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right. So you can also see it as like almost like a defense mechanism. I'm not used to that, so therefore don't be too much with me, but just I need to know that you are there. And that's always it was like, because I have issues with depending on people. So usually, it's my way of knowing that you are there, and it's through
Mm-hmm.
physical. I guess I need it to be tangible in a way to know
Mm-hmm.
you are there. So yes, so that's that one. And then I guess I didn't get a second one since I guess they tied. Hold on. Yeah, that's all I had.
Well, no, your
But
second we're technically two. What were the two again?
so again, it was with quality time and acts of service. So
Leave
I guess
quality time because you every time now you rub in my face like because I haven't seen you.
I'm letting you know
You know, I
that you're
haven't
not
seen
spending quality time with me.
we have
And
not spent quality time. That is true. Now
and so I will tell that to the whole world right now.
put me out there on YouTube
Which
and
I
on the
don't look
podcast.
crazy while wearing red with a red lipstick.
Can I
Like,
tell you
okay,
that barely looks like red, it looks like orange.
really? Maybe I just put one on top, so
It's fine. It's fine. You
I
tried.
put more. No.
No, not the lipstick, the shirt.
Oh, the shirt. I'm sorry. And then I have your Michael Jackson red.
I
It's
know,
like
I
a
know.
red
Listen,
orange.
I have 3 different things in red, and I was like, which one should I put? I was between
This is
this,
all I had.
the leather jacket, or
I
the
wasn't prepared.
red cardigan. I was.
I'll come up with like red pasties next time. Just call it a day.
We'll do that for next year. Paste.
So yeah, so I guess for me, quality time, I do like to spend quality time with my significant because I find that quality time is a time for bonding, and
Mm,
so I mean it could be doing anything. It could be us going to the grocery store or like doing nothing, but we're at home doing nothing together. You know what
yep.
I mean? So
Hmm.
I'm just like that to me is quality time. And acts of service, I guess for me is because like for example receiving gifts I don't put that much value in it just because I'm a person I'm just like I can get it myself, you know what I mean, like don't give me gifts. I don't know, it's weird. I get like iffy about it, but if you do
Hmm.
something for me like walk the dogs in the morning so I can get
Hmm.
5 minutes of extra sleep, that shit I'll
I
do.
remember. I remember when Carlos came back, and you were like, "Bitch, you walked the dogs this morning." You were dead. Oh, oh, oh.
I was like, boy,
Like
you
fuck
gonna
the
walk
money,
the
fuck everything
dog?
else, bitch. You got these dogs. Yes.
Dog, he walking them, and he did it like twice a day. What? So like yeah, so like acts of service in a way because I'm a person that like I never ask for help. You'll rarely ever ask me. You hear me ask you for like a serious like favor, and so when someone sees me in a struggle or kind of sees like let me do this for her. I know she's busy or I know she's XYZ. To me, that's like, damn, you saw that and you took the effort to do that for me. And so
Mhm.
that's way more meaningful than getting a trinket or a gift because I don't need trinkets. I can buy my own trinkets. Like if you can do something for me, like do the dishes or I don't know, like or maybe take me out, but like just this small stuff. Like I appreciate that 10 times more.
It's true.
So
Like sometimes it is the little stuff. Like, oh, I made you these. I don't know. I made you these little Madelines or whatever the fuck the little cookies or whatever. Oh my god, you made me cookies. Like that's like little shit that you're like, bitch, you could have, whatever. It's like, yeah, I don't need all that.
yeah, like how about you go out? I'll take care of XYZ the laundry. That small shit. I'm just like, oh my
That's the
god.
sexy as fuck. Oh, I did the dishes.
You did what? You put in the dishwasher? Like to me, that's significant enough because again, I'm a person that does everything, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm a control freak in that way. Like I just do it without ever asking anyone for help.
But we're both the
So
same in that we do it because we expect that no one else is going to do it. That's I think that's our shared
yeah,
trauma that we always have to be the ones to do it because no one's going to do it and no one's going to do it as good as we do. so we have to do it.
Yeah.
But then it's like when someone does it, it's like, oh shit, someone else can do it.
Right. Like I won't ever give people, like I won't trust people generally until they show me that I can trust them.
Yep.
Like it's like okay, like I'll usually do it myself because you're right. I don't trust that you can do it just as good as I can.
Right.
So I'll do it myself. But if you show me and take the initiative of like I can walk the dogs, I can do this, I'm like, okay, then I'll like back off a little bit. I'm like, okay, he's clearly shown me he's dependable, keyword. And constant. So like that is what I appreciate 10 times more. And I think I feel the same way with my friendships sometimes, like if my friends show me that they're like loyal or like they have my back or or they just like maybe come up with plans and stuff. I don't know, I appreciate that. Like, okay, you're putting the effort. I think to me, at the end of the day, it's about effort.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't have that, then what do I need you for? Move. Bye. Keep it moving.
Period. Purr.
Purr.
Oh, our first on video purr.
So PSA, if you're friends with me or if only I'm my lover, but I'm just saying.
You
can get cut anytime. I will cut him. No, but
what's that Cardi B line? So don't get quick to cut him off, so don't get comfortable. There it is.
Real quick. I cut a bitch real quick. Like I can know you one day and not know you the next.
That is true. I will say that, honey. Your bitch ass will cut a bitch off.
So yeah, but I do love, although some people are just like, I never would think this. I can be affectionate, but it's behind closed doors. Like you don't see.
Oh yes, I will say I will be shocked if you're ever like affectionate. I've learned how you express your love, so I'm like, okay, I get it. But you are not a like, oh, puppy. You're not.
Oh no.
Oh, with the dogs. Except with the dogs. With the dogs, oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, you'll jerk off Sammy. Like you'll do.
Shut up! Oh my god,
you'll do the whole fucking shit.
I think it's good for his health. Disgusting.
But no. For them, you will. That's why I always say, like, you'll be an amazing mother. Because I know for like your kids, you're gonna bend over backwards. You're gonna do all that bullshit.
No, I don't think I'm bend over backwards.
Only for your man.
No, I'm not. I don't know. It's like an affection thing. Like I love, but with my friends, maybe I love my friends back with time. Like if I give you my time, that's how I love you, because I value time in the sense where like we're right, to get deep. Like we're short in this world, we're short in this earth, and we have a little life to live. And I think if I take the time to invest in you, that's me showing I love you. But if I don't call you, or if I'm not texting you, or if I don't get that from you, and I won't, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna waste my time on you because I value that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I value the most.
That is true, especially you, because I feel like you're very busy. Your job keeps you very busy. You have the dogs.
Yeah.
You hit the hubby's home. It's like, bitch, I got shit to do.
I ain't here to play games. So if I do give you a time slot in my life, it's because I love you.
So listeners, we should be very thankful that we get this podcast.
Yeah, seriously, you guys are taking time out of my day, but it's time I'm willing to give.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you for giving me this time. I appreciate you.
I mean, I hope you guys learned a lot about us. I feel like we just got real deep, but like real romantic too.
It was very real, very romantic. So, I mean, technically, this is the Valentine's episode. So, I guess how do we close with our what is it? Tipsy thought of the week. What's your advice? So,
okay.
I think we should give like a piece of love advice.
A piece of love advice. I was gonna say maybe we should do, what does love mean to you?
Oh, okay, that works too.
Or how do you know you're in love? Which one? What does love mean to you? Or I don't know.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. All right, we don't want to get cut off for copyright.
So it could be like, what does love mean to you? Or Yeah, maybe we can do
that. Okay. Do you
that.
want to
Get
start?
real
Well,
romantic.
you brought it up, so you can start it. So what does love mean to Stephanie?
I think love means sacrifice. What?
No, this
That?
plane is passing by my house very slow.
Yeah, you're like, excuse me.
I'm sorry. So love is sacrifice, you said?
Love is sacrifice, I think. Love is okay, I think love is sacrifice because I don't think many people know and understand love without sacrifice or problems. You know what I mean? Like you can't always be on a high point when it comes to love. Because I think you figure out that you love them when they're at their lowest. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you stick around and like you're there with them even at their lowest will signify your love. So it's not always like love and flowers and cupids and we're having such an amazing time. It's like no, like are you still by that person's side even when they're not being their best self? So I think it's like either sacrifice or just like loving at the lowest point is
So it's
real
interesting you
love.
say that because I feel like that's mine, but I would use a different word. But
Okay.
like it's essentially what you just described. But for me, it's like stability, loyalty. Like that to me is love. Like, bitch, I may not be happy with you today. You may have gotten on my nerves in the last 24 hours, but you better believe I'm ride or die for your ass. Like, oh, this and this is happening. Bitch, we here.
I'll be mad, but I still
Out
fight
here.
for
What's
you.
up? What's we good? Like for me, it is. I hate to say it, but it is that forever. Like, bitch, I'm here today. I'm here tomorrow. I'm here next week. I'm here next year.
You ain't getting rid of me.
You're not getting rid of me. Like we're gonna fight, we're gonna argue, we're gonna do whatever. Okay, whatever. We don't want to, but that's fine. We'll do it. But I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And you not going nowhere, correct? Oh, okay.
It sounds a little abusive there.
Wow.
Are we crossing the line?
No, I mean, I don't think it's
Going
abusive. I think
nowhere.
it's just I think I don't know. For me, love is forever. Like it's like, bitch,
I wouldn't say love is forever because there's definitely some people I've loved, and then I'm just like,
correct. That's true.
no.
That is true. Healthy.
I mean, or
Healthy
like
love. Healthy.
love, yeah. Because I think there's like toxic love.
Oh God, yeah.
There's people who think that they're in love, but it's just a toxic relationship or a false love. Um, and so and I wish that if anyone gets something from this episode that you learn to research love or like learn real love or you know what I mean? Like
I think it's both ways. But like you said, learn love, but learn love about yourself, how you love, how you like love, how you work with love. But also, I know, I see. We're looking at the cat.
he's getting so emotional about this conversation.
He's
He
so
wants to
emotional.
chime in.
So emotional. But I think you're right. I do think learning about how you love and how you receive love. I think it's
Well,
very.
yeah, and then also I think you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else.
Come on,
Truly.
RuPaul. Come on, RuPaul.
And you have to love yourself.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Oh, I know. Or if you can't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you?
Period. Per.
I'm just saying, like it goes both ways. Like you have to have self-love, you have to love other people. And then also like it's like you have to love some people enough to let them go. You know? To be like, you know what? We're not on the same journey right now, but we'll find each other again. If love is like they say, if love is true, you'll find your way back.
Right. If it's real, let it go and it'll
let
come.
it go. Yeah.
True.
Love is love. But let me ask you a question. Another tipsy thought. I'm on the roll right now. I've only had like 1.5 fucking hard seltzers.
Well, you're getting the truth because this is drink number 3. So yeah, go ahead. I love it. That was a screenshot. Both of us on camera.
Hummingbird. No. Okay, so here's a question. Do you think love and soulmates are the same thing?
It's interesting you say that. So, no, I think there is such a thing as soulmates. I think there is such a thing as true love. I think there is such a thing as your other
Having love with
half.
someone.
You know,
Yeah.
I think those things can be very different. I think in maybe for some people it's all in one. That's great. But I also think that that doesn't have to be it. There can be someone that is my true love, but there can also be someone that is my other half, and maybe that's my brother, maybe that's my friend, maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
like I can love you and be with you forever, but that doesn't mean that you get me the same way that my other half does.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should. Now I'm gonna get emotional. Like we should, we connect on a different way, but
Different
like that
level.
doesn't necessarily mean that we're like, okay, you're gonna leave your man, I'm gonna leave my man, and we're gonna go, live happily ever after. Like it's
We're
not.
gonna run away together.
No,
Wear
like
red
it's not
outfits.
that. I mean, I'm sorry, you don't have the equipment. What can I tell you?
I have the stature, but that's not the main component.
that Actually, I don't like them tall.
You're such a fucking liar. Okay. And I'll tell you, don't make me
I
blow you up right
don't.
now.
I don't
You're
know.
such a liar.
No,
You
okay.
told
No.
me, unless
Have
you're trying to
I
gas my head up.
incidentally fucked men that
No.
were taller than me? Yes.
No.
Is that what I'm
No.
looking
That's
for?
you want me to
No.
quote you? You want me to quote you on air?
Don't leave me. Don't do this. Let's not do this right now. We're not doing this right now. Go ahead. Read me. Read me.
No,
Go
no,
ahead. Go
Lord,
ahead.
no,
Laura,
we're not
go.
doing
Laura,
this.
go ahead,
No.
Laura. Go. Go.
No, I'm just a little offended because you clearly were like, yeah, I would love to fuck someone like you because I can throw you around and you're like tall and you
Oh,
know.
oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Okay.
Okay then, so fuck
No, no,
you,
no,
fuck
no. But
you.
that doesn't have to be tall. That just has to be sturdy. I like a motherfucker that's sturdy that I can fucking pick up and throw. Yes, that is true. That is true.
Whatever,
But that doesn't have to be tall. You're
whatever.
sturdy. I feel like I'm your mother
You're
now, insulting,
sturdy.
complimenting you / insulting you. But
You're sturdy, but you
you're a
don't like I'm
sturdy ass
tall.
bitch. Like, yeah, bitch, I can pick you up and I can fling you around like
Oh
nothing.
my god.
I do like
Whatever.
that. That is true.
How did we get segued into this
I don't know.
conversation?
On that note, you have our tipsy thoughts of the week, which
Yeah, that was a lot of thoughts.
we
I
had a
hope you
lot of thoughts, but
guys
basically learn how to love yourself, love
yeah.
others before you get into a relationship, find out how it works for you. And like me and Steph, go to 5lovelanguages.com and test it out. See how you do.
Yeah, get your love language. And if you would just want to fuck love for now, you can do that too.
That is
If
true.
you're not really in for the whole love and relationships, a love through your vagina.
A relationship does not mean that you are a whole person. You can be a whole person by yourself. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship. You are your own person. That is very true.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't forget that. And being that this
We got so deep. I got so deep. That's the drink.
don't forget. Well, let's get back to our sauciness then, because this episode it's gonna be coming out about a few days before Valentine's Day,
That is true.
and we hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. And apparently,
Happy
something
Valentine.
called a Singles Day the day after, because that's apparently
Or
when chocolate goes on
Galentine's on
sale.
February 13th for those Parks and Recreation fans. Get happy
I love
Galentine's.
Valentine's.
I
But
tend
yes,
yeah, but whatever.
enjoy Valentine's Day. Remember, be COVID safe, and you know, maybe not conceive on that day. That'd be great too. So make sure you get protection. The more you know.
Today is the day. Go pick up that plan B. Pick up those condoms. Pick up that
Yes.
prep for my fellow gays. Get that prep.
Oh my god. But if you guys are listening to this and you have plans for Valentine's Day, let us know what it is. If you just like fuck Valentine's Day, I want to hear that too, because I have a lot of people that share that feeling about Valentine's.
I do not, but I will happily hear about it.
Mm,
On that note, you can
heard
message
it.
us on via our email. What's our email stuff?
It's talkingtipsypod@gmail.com,
Yeah.
or you can find us on Instagram, which is at talkingtipsypod. That's it. But yeah,
Pod on Instagram. That's
on
true.
Instagram. Send us messages. Sometimes we like to post stories. The last story we posted was Alejandro teach me how to cook, which is great.
Yes.
I think I'm ready to do pasta next. I think I got that one though, but
yeah, I feel you got that. I'll help you with the sauce because that's a gay man specialty sauce.
Yeah. I think I'm done with this episode. Goodbye.
So wait,
good day, sir.
No,
good
but wait,
day.
This is our first video podcast. So guys, you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe down there, wherever down there. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all of our videos. Not only are we going to do full video podcasts, hopefully in the future, but we'll also do little.
Yeah, and hopefully in person next time.
Huh?
Is it hopefully together next time?
Yes, hopefully together. But also we'll do little special things as well, not just video podcasts. So don't be surprised. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all of our videos when they come out. And also rate and review us wherever you listen to our podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating, but also leave us a review. That really helps us.
Yeah, let us know some of your feedback because I take your guys' criticism to heart because I want you guys to enjoy this, although we're doing this for ourselves because we like to drink, but
what is it? Leave us some words of affirmation.
Leave us some yes, leave us words of affirmation. Tell us we're doing a good job.
Tell us how much you love us, or if you hate us, that's fine too.
Show us. We like to receive gifts too. Anyways, on to the next one.
On that note, guys, we love you.
Oh, enjoy your Valentine's Day.
My heart is weird, but yes, I love you. Mwah. We finally did it on camera.